You seriously never played this? You seriously never played this?
Lennon. Hey, welcome back. I found a
Guys.
pagey over here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to nabbing that. That might be the fastest episode start to pagey we've ever had.
That's pretty close.
It's pretty good. What, like 10 seconds?
Yeah,
Something like that?
Right around there.
Oh! It's Thorny!
So we were talking about E3 and we decided to save it
Yeah.
for the show.
Because E3 was about... Well, actually, is it still going on? I mean,
know.
I feel like almost everyone's
I
kind of
think
shown.
I think it ended Monday. I think Monday was the last day.
Okay.
But
we were
I'm not sure.
What I mentioned was the Mario Rabbids crossover, which, I mean, everybody asked for.
Yeah, who wouldn't want that?
But
fuck another Pokemon Snap. Let's do Mario and Rabbids.
That is such a good point. You have no idea.
Seriously, Nintendo, if you're listening, if you want me, Chris William,
Why? But all right.
if you want me to buy a Switch, give me Pokemon Snap again.
I think a
buy it
lot
in
of
a
people
heartbeat.
want that, especially when like the Wii U was the thing.
The Wii U would have been perfect
It would have
for
been
it.
so good. I'm gonna slide off this.
To be honest, you could even, if you did like a port to the 3DS for it, it would work. It would work well.
Yeah, you know what? That's
Because
true.
the 3DS
I hadn't
is
really
VR.
thought about that.
The 3DS is VR
Uh-huh.
or AR.
Yeah.
Is
Whatever. Yeah.
is aggressively okay.
Aggressively okay.
It's not horrible, but it's not
okay.
the best.
Okay, yeah.
It's really aggressively okay.
Yeah.
That's all I want, more than anything in this world. Truly.
What is this? What is
Something
it?
you can lick.
Well, I'm trying.
Talk to the sign.
Oh yeah, good point.
Um,
Signs always lead to good things.
So what is the rap? You said it's like XCOM?
It's just straight up XCOM with Mario and Rabbids. But the whole reason I was mentioning it was just that Grant Kirkhope's doing the music on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, sign. Oh, we're the gardeners. No, we're not the gardeners.
Yes.
You keep assuming that we're a lot of people.
You make a lot of assumptions, sign.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll give you a deal. I'll go with mushrooms, and I won't get you sacked. Just take these seeds from that tree and plant them in the mud holes.
There you go.
The mud hole. Okay.
So yeah, I said the only one I watched was Sony's.
Okay. Sony was good. They showed like the one thing that I wanted them to show, and I was happy.
What was that?
It was Marvel.
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yep.
I heard it's Mass Effect Andromeda level facial animations.
It's not the best.
Yeah. But like in a fighting game, why do you
How do I
need
get
good
these?
facial animations?
Well, it should be good altogether, don't you think?
Sure, but
I mean, let's do it correctly. How about that?
sure, but like
need help,
I'm
son.
also of the opinion that like if something has to be bad, you know what I mean? Like if there's a corner they're gonna cut,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's facial animations.
I mean, sure. Hey, look at that.
You did it.
Whoops.
You destroyed.
Like,
it sucks that it's not good all around.
yeah. Well, it's a little more. It's even a little more disappointing than that. In that, like half the character. Oh, my tongue. I see. Like half the characters in the game are from the last Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Which I mean happens, except that they're like the same characters from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Like they play, or at least they look, and most of their sound cues even are exactly the same.
But like I just don't know how you would change that.
Well,
Like
I think
you're
of
you're taking like humongously important canon characters.
happens when time runs out. I mean, yeah, it's a little disappointing that they're exactly the same.
Yeah,
I mean, even across, Marvel 2 and 3, I want to use Wolverine as an example, but maybe it's not the best example, but the characters were at least sort of different, right? Oh, you bitch-ass hoe.
I guess to an extent, yeah.
Oh, you bitch-ass hoe.
Outside of adding new characters,
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not sure how much you can change characters that already exist.
Sure.
Like if you
I understand
like for
you
it,
said
like
that.
Street Fighter, like hasn't changed dramatically, and like Tekken, like
let's
like
say
character like Soul Calibur, in my opinion, is one of the few games that like you see a lot of character development in. That's a fighting game,
Yeah.
and that's because so much of Soul Calibur, like those characters belong to that game, so they can kind of do whatever the fuck they want with them.
It's true.
Whereas like Marvel vs. Capcom, you're taking Street Fighter characters, you're taking Marvel Universe characters, and you're putting them in a game, so you can't you can't change them too much. And I agree with you that like it kind of sucks, but like when you're like, I think a lot of the big changes that came between 2 and 3, honestly,
that was huge.
I think they were born out of it being such a different console, though.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, they're definitely both were. I mean, the difference between the two was hugely a product of the time.
Like I really think
a game of that.
Yeah,
sort.
I think they were able to do more with the characters because of it was a whole new thing. Like I think,
and you would say that the new kind of the new console generations aren't new enough from 3 to warrant new shit like that. Okay,
truly, as somebody who is a console gamer and likes the new generation, like I like PS4 a lot more than PS3 even, and I loved my PS3.
Yeah.
I don't think that there are enough big changes that you could have seen dramatic differences in your characters.
Okay. But they just they function and play and look the exact same. Like, it's fine. There's just...
But like
it's too similar. It's just too much.
But like I think if they would have tried to do if they would have tried to do different things, you would have had people complaining about that. They're
complaining now.
But I think we live in a generation that just seeks to complain.
Sure. Well, then how is that an argument in your favor, huh?
No, because I'm just saying that like I think if you change the characters, people are going to be like, this isn't even how Wolverine would play. You know what I mean? Like people would be like if you change the way the characters play, people would be like, this isn't realistically how the character would play.
Okay, fair. Sort of. I mean, I get you. I think that you can have a character have, a couple different play styles and still be, oh god. Oh man. Hey, who's this fella interrupting me brew? Don't mind us. We're just here to pick up Feiji. We'll be on our way shortly.
Like in my opinion, it's sort of like I get that Super Smash Brawl played the best of all of them.
Yeah.
But really, if you look at the characters themselves, none of those characters changed a lot game to game.
This is true.
Like, they added new characters,
but at
as
least
a result of that.
Looks slightly different? How about that?
Sure.
Slightly.
Sure, but I think that's one thing that
there is something fond about it, though, still.
I think that's like a thing Nintendo gets lucky by being kind of behind on graphics.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it wasn't late in the life of PS3, but it wasn't early life either.
Okay.
It was when in my opinion, I think the graphics for PS3 kind of plateaued.
All right.
Also, real quick, this reminds me so much of fighting Jack in Resident Evil 7.
Right? Why? Because I'm going to be terrible at it?
Because you're going to be terrible at it. Not just that, but because of your like attacking eyeballs.
Oh, that's
like
true. You're
the
right.
Tentacles feel like the final Jack fight.
And what a tune this is that I'm killing him to.
This is a great song.
You gonna do something?
You probably have to attack his eyeball.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's like the main eye.
Uh-oh. Oh, thank God.
But no, I think that just they're.
I think a lot. Something that a lot of people are also complaining about is how they've already announced, like, hey, we're gonna have 6 DLC characters. By the way, so far what they've announced are like the most requested characters.
Yeah.
So what they did, get out of my fucking drink, cat. Get out of here. All right, pause. Hold on. Get the fuck out of my glass.
Cat doesn't have a
Jesus
care in the world.
Christ. Whoops, I'm dead. Are you happy, cat? I'm dead. I blame you.
She was taunting us earlier with jumping up on the PS4. She was looking at it like,
God. Oh, yeah, she was, wasn't she? God damn it. But yeah, I mean, like, they're like, oh yeah, so our DLC characters we've announced so far are Black Panther and Sigma. It's like, fuck. Give us them. Let's see it. I want them. I'm going back in there, but I'm gonna do it next episode.
Yeah.
So I'm exploring around.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely hate the like DLC.
Why did I have to go this way?
I
Why
hate-
did I lay eyes upon this magic cart? All right, you're next episode too.
DLC is like frustrating in a lot of senses, like
Especially for fighting games.
See, in my opinion, I think fighting games I kind of excuse it a little more.
Well,
It's
it depends on what the starting roster looks like.
Sure.
If your starting roster is pretty cool, I think you're fine with some DLC when you get there. Marvel 3 was pretty good about that.
Yeah.
I mean, they only ever had 2 DLC characters anyway, but, that's besides the point. The fact that this one is starting with... this game just feels like what Marvel 3 could and should have turned into.
Yeah,
It's practically every character in MVC3 except, the X-Men, because they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And about, 6 others. 6 that weren't.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's see a little more new shit. Like, a lot of the characters that people asked for weren't in there. And I think, why did I fucking go over it?
You're finding so many things you can't get into.
No, I can. I just don't want
Don't want
to
to.
yet.
Well, my thing is, like...
Fuck it, I'm doing this next.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I think it's the developers for the game just being like, we want people... Like, they're making a game that new people are going to play too, not just a game that people who have been playing want to play.
Yeah.
And part of them doing that is using known characters. Like,
Right.
they could put fucking Squirrel Girl in the game.
Yeah.
Which I think would be neat.
That would be really cool.
I think she'd be a really cool character to see in the game.
Yeah.
But like, at the same hand, Squirrel Girl doesn't have pull like Spider-Man does or like Iron Man does.
Yeah.
Or
of course
stuff
not.
like that. And
Yeah.
like,
I'm not concerned with the characters they have chosen. I'm concerned with the number of exact duplicates straight out of MVC3.
yeah, but how
as
many of
opposed
those
to
are how
new
many
ones
of those
or even any kind of minor alters.
how many of those are carryovers from Marvel vs. Capcom 1?
Probably not a whole lot.
That's interesting.
Well,
I'd be
especially
interest-
considering it was mostly X-Men.
Yeah.
I'd have to kind of look at the rosters to be able to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, War Machine was there. There's no War Machine.
Yeah.
Juggernaut. Well, you couldn't have Juggernaut. Spider-Man. You have Spider-Man. That's one. I don't know if Thanos was in the first one, but Thanos is back in this one, and he's completely different from Marvel 2.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's cool.
Anyway, let's fight a giant eye tentacle
Let's
tomorrow.
do it.
I think that's
Next
a good
time.
idea.
I think so too. And the minecart. And
Fuck!
maybe Rex. Fuck!